Do you think they'd win the Championship, Scotland?
Not straight away.
No, I think they'd get relegated straight away.
What, from the Championship?
Yes.
No way.
You think that Rangers or Celtic would win the Championship?
I think they go up. One of them definitely.
No chance. Welcome to another football fill-in. Boys, good weekend. How are we all?
Amazing. I love this weekend.
Yeah?
Home Alone. So it's been amazing. Amazing, mate. In the pub all afternoon watching the football yesterday.
That's like every weekend.
Not every weekend, not every weekend.
It doesn't sound like you've had a drink yesterday or anything.
No, not
Toes, you?
Yeah, good, yeah. I did commentary for Leicester v Charlton.
How was it?
Yeah, good game.
Charlton won 2-0.
Yeah, Leicester in a bit of trouble.
Leicester are in a pickle, aren't they? Because they get a points deduction.
I know, yeah. They could be in a relegation battle, definitely.
Tomati, out on the bike?
Yeah, out on the bike, but really enjoyed watching my new favourite YouTube channel.
What is it?
It's called the Cycling GK Cycles.
Oh, yeah, I've learned to edit, lads. I've learned to edit.
You properly edit?
In the space of about a week, yeah. I popped into the office, I sat next to Jamie, and he showed me the basics, and I've just got consumed by it.
That's why you don't reply to your text then.
Yeah, that might be right, yeah.
Does that mean Jamie's in trouble? We could lose him.
Nah, no chance, mate. No chance, yeah.
Someone.
Yeah. But yeah, so good weekend of football, though, at least, wasn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah. Premier League popping as per usual. Should we start with a Man City Tottenham game?
Did Dominic Solanke mean that, or did he just chuck his leg at it?
He meant it. He's got to have meant it.
Well,
He's meant it. Yeah?
I think he's chucked the leg at it.
Yeah.
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 He chucked a leg at it, but like to get that connection and Donnarumma at like 6'7", just clawing it with his feet.
He ain't meaning to just slightly.
Do you know what? I
lob,
like Troy on Match of the Day. He went like, he ain't doing that. Like, if he does that 500 times, he ain't doing it. But then he goes, but he did it on that occasion, so he won't care.
Yeah, he's meaning to try and score, though, yeah? The objective of him doing that is to try and get a shot on target, right?
His ball's behind him.
It's like when someone gets hole in one, they're going, oh, that's lucky. You go, well, he's not, because he's aiming for the hole.
There, yeah.
So,
yeah, I saw there was like, they started doing polls on the best scorpion kicks, yeah?
Oh, Giroud.
And it's not even a question.
It's not even a question.
It's Giroud. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Like, top Schnitzel Schneider, Wayne Hennessy. I just remember big Wayne. Wayne Hennessy's like 7'9", yeah? And even he can't reach it. Like, it's ridiculous goal.
7'9".
He's a monster.
Big Hagrid.
Tottenham, anyway, were a disgrace in that first half. Gary Neville called it a charity match.
Mate, honestly, before the game, so I was texting my mates who are Tottenham fans yesterday. Before the game, why is it so flat?
Yeah.
Why is it allowed to be so flat from a fan point of view?
It's that stadium, mate.
So a fan's allowed to like chuck it and be like, no, we can't be asked today.
It's only Man City, yeah. We're going to get pumped anyway, so, you know, what's the point in getting up for it?
But I think they're going into that mentality thing again, that if they beat City, Arsenal are getting a leg up again.
That's what it was?
Well, every time they've played City at home, it's like that. It's like, what? The fans don't want them to beat City because Arsenal are going to get it.
It's a bit bad. That's sad, that really.
But that's the reason why they're so flat. That's
my perception.
It's a fair point.
They were talking about it on Talk Sport this week. They were saying, basically, you know, we're happy to lose this, to be honest with you. We're happy to lose this against Man City.
But we have the same conversation every year.
So I turned it off at half-time.
No, you didn't.
Genuinely did.
Just fuming with it.
Just fuming.
To be fair, they were a disgrace in that first half.
Embarrassing.
They were nowhere near. But that second half, right? This is where Tottenham fans, I think, get really annoyed, and I think football fans get really. If you can do that, right? If you can do that in that second half to that Man City team, right? Why can't you do that every game against everybody? Don't get me wrong, you're never going to always be able to replicate it. But if you can raise your levels to that standard, that should be like most of the time, right?
I think you've got to give credit to Thomas Frank, though, no? Like, Thomas Frank, half-time team talk, has been criticised. They've come out second half and they've gone...
Well, he's made some changes, hasn't he? He's made some tactical changes that have worked.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's tacticals. I just think it's pure mentality of you've got nothing to lose now. Tottenham players go into that game, right? They're 2-0 down. They're not giving it a leg. They know it's on telly. They're getting absolutely battered. And they've got to the point where they're like, we're looking like an absolute bunch of plebs on the telly. Yeah, everybody's going to absolutely batter us. We have got 0 to lose now. We may as well just go for it. I've played in teams like that where you're so nervous and scared going into the game, and then all of a sudden you go a goal down and you go, right, shackles are off now.
How does that mentality change? Is that driven by the football club? Is it driven by the manager?
This is Tottenham's problem.
Which mentality do you mean? Just
So that scared mentality that scared mentality that Ben's talking about.
The half-time one comes with pride, pure pride, I think.
Pure pride,
Second half, you come out and think, this ain't good enough. I need to up my game because basically I'm showing the world here that I'm not good enough, so I need to prove to everyone.
I don't know if that's pride or not. I think it's a fine line there of nothing to lose and pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are slightly different things. And I think they come at it from, right, we're going to look like idiots, yeah, so I just, I don't care anymore now. We've been awful. I've been awful personally.
Nothing to
so
lose.
I'm just going to give it what I can get. But I just think this is broader of Tottenham. This is where Tottenham are now. That it's all shiny and nice, lovely training ground, lovely stadium. We've said it so many times. Good money. You're getting good money at Tottenham. But you don't really have to try a leg too much, do you?
No, but they haven't got enough to start like that, have they? That's always the problem. I think Frank did his work at half-time for sure, but I think some of it is that the game's done. We cannot play as bad as that. I've got to show a little bit of self-pride here. And there's no fear in the second half because the game's gone. Yeah. There's a little bit of that, but, they've got to start, and I'm sure Frank would have wanted them to start so much better, but there's just a smell around the whole thing that they're just not producing, certainly for 90 minutes. And at home, they've not been great.
They're lucky they got in at half-time only too.
Yeah, but also City weren't that good.
No, they weren't. No, it was easy for them.
As bad as Tottenham were, they almost dragged them down with them.
So the question is it the manager? Is it a football club culture? Because getting rid of Frank and bringing in, manager B surely can't be the answer. I don't think it is the manager. This?
It can't be the manager, can it? When you go to a game against Man City, a massive home game, and you've got 60,000 fans in the stadium, and on this occasion, like we've said before, they don't want you to win. Yeah, because you've got neighbours down the road who you'd prefer. Yeah, so what chance you got? Yeah, what chance has a player or a manager got? Really?
Yeah. Is it the mentality of the football club?
Yeah. I actually think the players had a right at half-time to boo the fans. Yeah. Even though they were crap themselves, they should have walked off and give everyone around the crowd, you're not supporting us here. Give us something.
It was interesting seeing Robert Sanchez for Chelsea at half-time. He had a go, didn't he?
Well, mate, we'll come on to that in a minute. That was another one. I agree. The players walked off as if to say, hang on a minute. Hang on. What are you doing here, you fans?
We've won 5 out of 6 or whatever it is.
All right, calm it down. But yeah, Spurs, so in fairness to them, second half, they even then could have gone and won. The save from Donnarumma.
Big save, that.
Not many goalies make that save, Watto, do they? Just because he's so tall.
Yeah, it was a big save. And when you get a little nick like that,
I know.
It's very, very different. Normally that's just a looper.
Yeah, loopy in, yeah.
I'd have just been waving at that and it'd have been in the goal.
Yeah, because it nicked early. Is that why he was able to save it?
He'd got a better chance, but he's just in a good position, mate. Yeah, he's just in a very, very good position, but he's still relying on his profile.
Yeah, the loop is what kills you normally. The deflection or the loop is what absolutely kills you, because you're going for the original ball and then it takes something and it changes the course of the ball, the spin of the ball, and you're floundering normally.
I know you always say about footwork, don't you? But because he's done his work early...
Yeah. He's done his work early, but his frame gets him out of jail there. Yeah. There's a lot of goalies that still aren't even getting it.
I'd have been in that same position because I'd have read the game so well, but it has still gone in, and I'd have been like...
He'd have just passed it in the near post.
This episode is presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Everyone thinks they're a Premier League psychic, but now you can actually prove it with Coke Zero's Guess the Goals. All you've got to do is grab a Coke Zero, scan the QR code, and guess how many match week goals are going to be scored in total. If you guess correctly, you'll be entered into a prize draw with 1,000 official Premier League footballs to be won every week. T&Cs apply. See coke.co.uk/plgoals-terms.
There was a couple of VAR ones this weekend. So the Dragusin foul, Dragusin didn't have a great day at the office, to be fair, did he? But the Dragusin foul on Haaland, which was given the all clear by VAR because the ball wasn't in play yet.
Yeah.
Right? So to that point, right, so when the ball comes in play, he's on the floor, right?
Yeah.
So surely, you just go, do you know what, I'm just going to murk him before the
ball's out of play, can just punch him.
No, I'm 41.
You play GTA or something?
But basically, it's just a free-for-all before the ball's in place. So on a set piece, long throw, whatever.
Yeah,
do what you want now.
That's what I mean. It's
before the game, lads can just start fighting and go, no, the game ain't started yet.
Yeah, but that's the point, isn't it? All right, how's he going to score when he's on the floor?
It's ridiculous. We brushed over as well the first goal, by the way, Cherky, from Vicario's perspective, Watto.
I thought it was really poor goalkeeping. Yeah. Overtracked it and opened the whole goal up.
What do you mean by overtracked it? As in he's...
Yeah, so as the pass comes across, or the ball's travelling to my right, and he's tracking to his left, he just kept going and kept going. There's at some point you've got to be brave, stop, give him a yard at the near post and back yourself. But you can't just say, because he's shot it across me and it's gone in the side net. I mean, it's gone in 2.5, 3 yards inside the post. It was really soft. But yet he makes that miracle save.
Miracle save.
I mean, oh my God.
Miracle save.
A miracle save. But I actually, and you'll know yourself, it's the bread and butter work. The first one, you've just got to stop. And it's about this positioning. So we said about Donnarumma, why does he make that save? And he makes it look relatively comfortable because he's read the position, he's in a good position, and he makes it. If Vicario would have set a step and a half earlier, it makes that. It's just a normal.
There were a couple goals.
So easy,
a couple goals went in this weekend that they've taken little flicks and nicks, and people haven't noticed it or said anything about it. So this goal in particular, the one from Turkey, actually takes a little nick off of Dragison's foot as he kicks it. And don't get me wrong, like it's not really going to change the course of it, but it does. It gets in your head a little bit as a goalie, but still, he's got to do better than that. It can't go so comfortably. Even the Tottenham defenders sort of turn to look as if to say, "That's fine. I don't mind him shooting here. He can shoot from here. It's like 18 yards out on the angle."
Still get pressure on the ball.
It goes in way too easy.
Will a goalkeeper be on Tottenham's radar?
I think so. Yeah, I do. I think they will be a little bit. There's probably this season has highlighted a lot of probably glaring, not necessarily errors, but too easy.
Like you said, it's the bread and butter stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, the bread and butter. You want somebody who's going to make big saves at big moments. All goalies can make big saves at big moments. It's about eliminating those easy goals.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy goal and it gets City up and running, but he makes a save that maybe half the Premier League goalies can't make.
Yeah.
But the first goal, I would expect all of them to save it if they'd done the work properly.
That first
before.
goal changes every football match. Every football match can change on that first goal going in. If you keep that out there and then your team get up and you can go up the other end straight away.
You know the Pep whinging about the goal, so Solanke, where he's kicked through the back of his foot, and he's saying, well, Pep's got a point, but we don't want to see that, do we?
No, we don't want to see that. You'll be disallowing everything. You'll be looking back at everything, frame after frame after frame.
But this is the problem, and you hate VAR. I think we all agree that we all hate it. But like, if you're going to stop and look at every minute detail, the fans' experience is a joke. Isn't it?
It's a joke. Yeah, you'll be able to find something somewhere, probably on most goals as well. But it'll take forever. Like you say, the fans' experience is miserable now. Honestly, it's rubbish.
I do think it's a foul, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do. But I'd rather the referee just watch it and just say yes or no there and then. If he'd have said it yes or no there or then, you might be a bit annoyed or bit. But you know, it is what it is.
You're right. But then I'm watching that Villa game, and I knew that when he scored, that goal's getting chalked off.
I did too.
Because you could see on the cameras that the ball, and I can't remember how many Brentford players, but the one who were closest to, he knows it's hard, and he doesn't really start trying, but then he thinks, I've got to try.
How long did it take, by the way?
But it was so simple.
Ridiculous,
it's ridiculous.
Why doesn't it take 15 seconds? Why doesn't it take someone to go, yes, gone out?
Because it's too many cooks again. There's too many people in that room, too many processes they have to go through. You sure? You sure? You sure? No, hold on, I need to have a look at this. All right.
I was listening to it on the radio, and Gabby Abonor, to be fair, obviously he's a Villa fan, but he's made out it's the worst decision in like history. So
Right.
But how many times in a game is that given as a throw-in?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But you know, like later on, I had footy, but like when I went back and watched it later on, I was thinking, oh, here's the decision Gabby was on about, and I was like, come on.
Well, that's the point from the fans' perspective. It was such a straightforward decision.
Yeah.
At the time, the camera angle that you'd got just as the action's there, you know it's hard.
There's one after, like the Man United game, the penalty decision on Bruno. Cunha when he's running in. He's got the ball. You can see he's gotten the ball. Why is it taking so long?
Well, they were doing it for the pull, apparently, weren't they? Not the...
Yeah, but you can see when he lets go, it's outside the box.
Yes, exactly,
Bang.
So which one are you going to give it for? You're going to give a corner, you're going to give a penalty, or are you going to out the box? Pick one quickly.
Oh, honestly.
No.
We did, we did some Premier League predictions on Instagram on Saturday.
They didn't go fantastic, did they?
So we did Saturday morning, but to clear this up, we did not know what each of us were doing.
No.
And didn't we all pick Leeds Arsenal draw?
Yeah.
And didn't we know about it?
Oh my!
Hey, we're good at the game, aren't we? Good at the game.
They're slaughtering us. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'll pick the draw.
Yeah.
But on paper, before the game, right, Leeds have had a bit of a
Leeds quality at home.
Leeds a bit of a Arsenal a little bit rocky now and then. It's a tough place to go. Everybody knows that Ellen Road's a tough place to go.
But even at 2-0, you're still thinking if Leeds get a goal, it's going to be a draw. Not that I wanted.
Fair play to Arsenal though. Like they haven't been wobbling. They haven't really. They've had a couple of draws
Just haven't been convinced.
and a loss. No, but they've gone away. They've smashed them, and they're 6 points clear.
Mate, I love it. I think fair play to them. Yeah. Like so many people have been talking smack about them this week. All right, smack. I've been playing GTA too. So many people have been talking so much rubbish about Arsenal, saying they're faltering, and I get it and I agree. But then for them to come out with this performance, I'm thinking, you know what, fair dues, lads.
Yes,
That's good, that.
but does that performance, and we all got it wrong, and I thought Leeds would give them a bit better game at home, but does that then change when Jamie Redknapp post the game, says, right, they've won it? So a win at Leeds, surely, and 6 points. But Jamie Redknapp said it's done.
Oh, come on, no chance.
No chance.
This changes next week. If Arsenal lose next week to whoever they're playing,
Exactly.
then they'll say, everybody will say they're melting again. And like we
Sunderland
said,
at home next
yeah,
week.
we said last week they're melting. I said, no, Arsenal look like they're melting. For them to come back with this performance, I was like, you know what, fair dues, you've got something.
Because they're the team that played first as well. So psychologically, how many times have they played last and they've crumbled when they could have taken the opportunity?
True.
Now they've played first. The other two have.
I think there's something to be said for that 3 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday afternoon. Like,
There's not as much pressure.
I
many
agree.
eyes on you.
I think it's an easier.
It's not televised.
It's not televised. So not so many eyes on it, and I do. I think it's such an easier thing to play than a 2 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. Where
but that is the mental test, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've still got to win that game, and I thought it was going to be a tougher game for them, for sure. But if that's City and they've gone and won at Leeds, and then you're on the next day, or Monday night football, it's building all the time, where that's just a normal week after the midweek game, into the game, and then you're trying to make the statement for the rest of them. And it seems at the minute, the way the league is, I'm not with Redknapp saying they've won it. They've got a fantastic chance of being 6 clear. But next week, if they're the later game, because always at the minute, the teams
not.
are
I think they
later.
play Sunderland. I think Liverpool v City next week on a Sunday.
Oh, is that 4:30? It's next Sunday.
I think so, yeah.
Fruity little game.
Watto, you're the lead set-piece coach. You're coming up against Arsenal. What are you doing?
Shitting myself.
Apart from shitting yourself. So I saw some punditry saying maybe they should gamble and put 3 up the pitch.
I'll leave 3 up.
And that's a gamble. What would you
That would
be
Shea
doing?
Given, wouldn't it? Yeah.
What would you be doing to gamble?
My honest take on that is, like, I understand you can put 3 up, but you're just creating more space in the box for them.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be advocating that. The one thing you do, you try and do your work on the field. The second goal when Darlow puts it in, it's a good ball, but Calvert-Lewin's in front of him. It's just a bit of communication. It shouldn't go in the goal.
Yeah, what can he do, Carl Darlow? I felt a bit sorry for him because it is an error.
But it's got to be clear on the communication, because Calvert-Lewin shouldn't be going for it, should it?
Right.
Because if he's clear in his communication, then Calvert-Lewin stays as he is, and you just drive across it and catch. But because he comes... But there's no Arsenal player within 2 yards of it. Now, of course, they're trying to hit an area. I, personally, if you go in on a zonal setup, you're protecting really that front bit. And basically, if I were doing it, look, I did do it, and they still scored against us, and we'd put a lot of work in. But you try and get your strong ones in them first 3 spaces at the front. You want a dominant goalie, but when they do the run late at the back, you've got to be scanning. But my 2 or 3 markers, it's basically rugby at that point. And you don't let them get them big runs.
It is become rugby. It has become rugby.
You've got to block the runs so their timing's off. And hopefully your 3 zones and your goalie get some work where it's free. Because they're not there.
Will we see a point where the goalkeeper's starting position is significantly advanced?
The problem
Because of the scrum in there?
The problem you've got is, mate, if you're under the ball and then it goes big, you are done.
That's happened this season, hasn't it?
Yeah, you ain't got enough time. The balls are whipped in with such pace and quality now. You ain't got time to readjust. You have to start there. There's no way you're moving there. And it's like what I said. It's all about communication. If for this one, Cardallo should have early doors either said away and leave them to it, or you're coming through and early doors keepers. It's an early doors keepers, and they will move their heads out of the way because nobody wants to get punched.
Or you just completely take the situation and you clear him out.
All of it, yeah.
And then you.
But I think he's tried to do it. I
after,
think he's tried to do that, and then got a little bit sort of like, oh, I don't really want to punch him, and I don't. And there's too many people in there.
Punch his head off.
Whereas, like you say, if you come with a really big, loud shout, I promise you, they move out of the way.
The bit that disappointed
you want to
me,
duck because as players outfield, you don't want to head the ball.
No, you don't.
The bit that disappointed me is Arsenal, and I know they've scored a goal, but like Arteta's giving the set piece coach a high five. I mean, it's a mistake. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be milking that.
Just
one.
be happy with it.
It's gone in.
I understand what Shea Given's saying, because I think a lot of set pieces, especially corners, are cat and mouse, aren't they? There's so many games you're playing where if you're pushing all of your players into there to defend, the opposition see it and go, do you know what, we ain't got to really worry about the counter-attack. We can just leave, as long as we've rung the edge of the 18-yard box. But if you leave 2 or 3 up on the halfway line, oh, mate, it'll get in your head a little bit.
I'll tell you what else it does, though. It gives Gabriel space to...
Well, that's my take.
And Declan Rice will stick it wherever he wants.
They're zonal, right? So if you load that 1 or 2 up at the back and really suck them in, then your 2 big guys just... Like, they always leave him 1v1 on the penalty spot anyway. And they imagine that space, or one of the others peels... I think you're in big trouble. It's a bit naive to say just stick 3 up top.
The only thing Leeds, like if Leeds were to do that, for example, then they would have probably left 3 small ones up there. So they'd have left 3 small ones up there, right, and left the big ones to try and defend it. And I promise you, it's going to happen soon where somebody's going to do it.
Oh, they're going to do it off the back of that.
And they'll counter-attack it and they'll go and score from it.
It's the ratio percentage.
But then that's the cat and mouse part of it, where eventually Arsenal might go, we might have to just be a little bit careful about throwing all the big boys in there, because if they're leaving 3 up there and they've counter-attacked and scored us last week and then 2 weeks ago as well, gets in your head a little
then
bit,
all you do then is attacking set pieces. You just go short, and then you play in there attacking it. Then in open play, they're not going to leave 3 up front, are they?
No,
so you keep the ball in that area then.
Well, when teams did that against us, always my messaging would be, and it's because you do the work on the training ground, if all of a sudden they throw that 2 or 3 up front, whoever's marking the highest one corner side, you always went to the ball.
Yeah,
and if he didn't come back with you, we'd play.
Yeah.
And if he comes back with you, we've lost one already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just thinking about the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gyökeres, Jesus, what's your thinking?
They're just not ruthless enough. Like, neither of them are. But at the same time, they need a bit of love. They need a bit more confidence. Like, they've got goals in them, of course they have. But like, even with Gyökeres, every chance he takes, even the one that he scores, comes off his shit.
So would you be sticking with him? Would you give Jesus a run? What's your?
Well, I think they're good, good competition for each other. But also Havertz has come back into the fold as well. Now I know Marino's just got injured, but are they going to really go and look for another striker? Just kind of, I think, stick with them. They've done half a season.
I think they're just both a bit rough. They're both a bit rough and a bit rash, aren't they?
Yeah.
Gabby Jesus and Gyökeres. They're good players and they're athletes and they're specimens and they're quick. But they sometimes you don't always know what you're going to get from them.
Jesus, since he's come back in, has been
but
he's always had that. But he's still he's
streak.
the other day. What was the game? I think it's like Kairat or something. He has a chance where he go and be ruthless and put it in the goal, and he tries to pass it across the goal. It's like, would Haaland do that? Would a top striker, killer, would they do that?
But I think Gyökeres is playing with so much pressure on him. You could
much.
see when he scored the goal. The relief, it's unreal.
But that celebration was quite half-hearted almost, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he did the same against Chelsea.
Yeah, I think he's so relieved.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be good for him or the
He takes a bit of powder in, though, because I was watching Soccer Saturday and Paul Merson was doing the Arsenal game and he missed the first opportunity where he went through one-on-one, the defender got back. And Mercer's shouting like he did, he's through! And then it panned to him and he went, oh. And the look on his face was like, honestly.
Of course he missed.
Yeah, of course he missed. And he was like, he's got to score. He's got to score. And I was just thinking, he does, he gets an absolute
But the reality is, I think for him and Jesus, if Arsenal don't get over the line, it'll be them that get blamed for it.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the team and the structure...
So good and solid.
But look,
so that pressure's a lot, isn't it?
I mean, Saka didn't quite make the game, did he? Came off in the warm-up. But look at Saka's, when you really drill into it, last couple of seasons, his output has been down, hasn't it?
Yeah, without
doubt. I think is their second top goal scorer, is it own goal?
Yeah.
I saw. But, listen, you can say this about the strikers and Saka, and they're 6 points clear at the top of the league.
They're a good team.
They're doing something.
They're a better team than everybody else.
I still think that Gyökeres and Eze are both kind of suffering with, imposter syndrome, almost.
Yeah, I know.
It's almost like they feel like they're not adequate or good enough to be at the club, I think.
I'm with you a little bit,
Yeah. Before we did the Newcastle game, we got a giveaway.
Oh, who signed this little bad boy then?
7'47" goalkeeper.
Nick Pope. Boom. How do people win this?
There is a link down in the description.
Yeah.
It goes through to our website. You sign up. It's easy peasy.
Somebody wins it.
Sign Nick Pope.
Well, so he signed this when we did the podcast with him, by the way.
Yeah.
Great lad.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He did, however, get absolutely battered at the weekend. 4-1 Liverpool.
Yeah.
I actually quite enjoyed this game, to be fair. It was a good game. It was great, wasn't it?
One of my predictions again, draw I had.
Did you? Mate, on a different day, that could have been a
What
draw.
do you know, Watto?
It wasn't that day, no.
No,
The first half an hour, Newcastle were
brilliant.
class.
Yeah, absolutely class.
They were very good,
Liverpool fans, mate, you could sense it, seriously. If they would have lost this game, he would have been right under pressure, honestly. Because the fans had turned in that half an hour.
Yes.
If you listen to the fans, they had turned. I promise you they'd gone. And I'm thinking, this is a bit naughty, this is.
I was listening to TalkSport earlier, and what a scenario. So Eddie Howe has a striker that he had on the bench behind him injured.
Yeah.
He had the striker that he wanted, scoring 2 goals against him. And the 2 strikers that he signed and replaced Isak, both sat on the bench.
Sat on the bench as well.
Yeah.
I know,
How mental is that?
I know. He started Anthony Gordon. I was going to say Craig Gordon then.
Safe hands.
Yeah, Anthony Gordon up front instead, didn't he? But yeah, fair play. Ekitike put him into my fantasy team as well, and oh, what a boy! His toe bung,
lovely.
that second goal was unreal. And then he had a one for his hat trick. He went through 1-on-1 and he dragged it to the corner
24
flag.
yards.
There. But he is just a live wire. He is.
He's going to get better and better.
He's just a streaky, quick live wire. He's so good.
He's confident as well. He's got arrogance about him as well. He's good.
Verts looks like he's starting to pop again.
He's a good player now.
I think if they can get these players a bit more confidence in them, I think you'll really start to see it. Because there were a couple of times with Mo Salah where he's one-on-one. I think it was with Trippier, and I'm thinking, you can just see maybe he's slowing down a little bit. Still got absolute bundles
even
of
his
quality.
confidence, the chances that he's getting, you normally think he's a killer, isn't he?
He's not quite there at the minute. I just think they all just need a little bit more confidence, and they'll be back pocket.
What do you make of Eddie Howe? Like the way my view is almost like he's got a free hit this season because they won something last year. They finished well in the league, but if they finish 7th or 8th this season, what does next season bring?
I think I get the impression, right, Toes, and you've played for the club, so you know probably better than me, but I get the impression that Newcastle as a club and as a fan base are a little bit more patient than other fan bases.
Yeah, because of the hardship they've been through.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, but they're obviously so passionate. And the thing is as well, when they win that cup last year, you think, right, let's go and build on that.
Yeah.
They get in the Champions League, which is unbelievable. But then also in the Champions League this year, they've fallen outside that top 8.
Yeah.
So they've got to play another 2 games. So that kind of kills them a little bit more with the injuries they've had and what they're trying to do to get back in that top 4. So, yeah, they're passionate, but also they're frustrated because they've got all this money, they're the richest club in the world, and they're still not able to spend it. But apparently, this summer, they'll be allowed to, no?
Because
they're changing some of the rules, aren't they?
Hopefully,
is it the turnover rule?
See them be able to spend what they rightly should.
Will they give it Eddie Howe this summer? You don't think they're going to change or do
also,
anything like that?
Has their recruitment been good enough this summer? So I'm not sure on Voltamada and Visa. Like I just don't. think
Alanga? Nearly 60 mil.
Ramsey is a lot of money.
Ramsey. So did Visa, to be fair. Is Ramsey now, what is that, an obligation to buy?
No, they bought him anyway,
Ramsey,
didn't they? Yeah,
Ramsey,
spent an awful lot of money on it. So they spent a lot of money. They have still spent a little
money. So
money.
now you can start questioning their
But
recruitment.
they've recruited now Ross Wilson from Forest, haven't they? So this would be his first window.
Okay,
I don't think he joined, like, say, October, November. So January will be his first window as, like, director of football or sporting director, whatever his title is. But if they've got the money, they will be massive come the summer. But is the feel that they can stick with the manager? I mean, I love Eddie Howe. I don't think they should be changing for sure.
I'm with you.
But, like, because they have the Champions League midweek, Liverpool stroll to a 6-0, they get a good result, really, Newcastle, but it catches up with them on a Saturday. They're going to have to invest in a lot of players.
But if a Gazna, an Iraola, a Emery, someone became available, what do you think the hierarchy would look at it and go, are they upgrades on Eddie Howe? Are they?
I don't think they are. I think you can't take away what he's done, in the time he's been there. The fact that when he took over, they were pretty much relegated. They almost felt like they were going down. And the fact that he's turned it round, the next year gets in the Champions League, the next year wins a trophy with the club, first one in 50-odd years. Yeah. Like, I just think you've got to stick with it. Like, yeah, he's having a bit of a bad season this year, but at the same time as well, like, they've not been able to recruit in the areas where
there are a couple of wins, like, they're not having a horrendous season, really.
Yeah.
They are within touching distance.
They said they're 7. I think they're 7 points off.
Yeah.
Champions League.
So what do you think, Ben? Do you think there's an upgrade to be made in Eddie Howe?
I think if Emery was available, he would be an upgrade. But
that's what they went for before him, though, wouldn't it? He turned him down to
Villa. I think it's tough for Newcastle. I really do. Like the players that they're trying to sign, they're still trying to compete with the big boys. They're trying to sign players that Liverpool are trying to sign and Man City are trying to sign, and they're not going to get them. They're not. So then they have to go down to the next echelon of players, but still pay that sort of money at the same time.
Villa are recruiting when they sign players, especially last January, they're signing what looks like better players and more attractive players than what Newcastle are.
Newcastle probably, I think what you're getting at there is like Newcastle, because of their wealth and I guess status, they sit in that Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea recruitment bracket.
But not with the players though. But their names don't match it.
Because when Bournemouth come in for a player or Brighton come in for a player, it's different to when...
It's a lot less money and it's done and dusted ASAP, that's it. But when Newcastle are in town and they're getting it, I get the impression that players' agents, as soon as they get the call from Newcastle, they go, right, get on the phone to Liverpool, get on the phone to everybody else, tell them,
starting point.
tell them that Newcastle are interested for 50 mil.
So they're a benchmark.
And let's see what them boys are saying now, because if Newcastle won and they...
I'd say it's spot on.
I think that's how it goes, and it's a tough place to be, that is.
The thing is, as well, they've got players that they trust, obviously Dan Burn and Trippier, who helped them get them out the rubbish that they were in. But now they're the sort of players that they're still starting. Whereas I'm not saying they're not good players, they're still brilliant, but they're the sort of players that would probably be backups, with the way that they've kind of improved over the years, and now they've got them two still starting. I think they need to
just not. I think just not having that midfield trio of Joe Linton,
Bruno
and Tonali all popping together. When you've got that, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But again, come the end of the season, if Newcastle finish 8th, 9th and don't win a cup or anything like that, is Bruno going to be happy? Joe Linton going to be happy?
If you compare them to a Tottenham, they're way better. They're a far better club at the moment in terms of situation they're in. I know that they won a better trophy last year with the Europa, but I just think... Yeah.
Who's the bigger club, Newcastle or Tottenham?
But generally?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Who's the biggest club out of Newcastle, Tottenham and Villa?
Villa.
Yeah, I would say.
Bigger club?
I would say Villa's just got a bit more history about it, hasn't it? But
They've won European competitions, haven't they?
Depends how you look at it. I mean, look at that Tottenham, aren't they like top in terms of like match day? And I know it's, big club, but like in terms of revenue and potential revenue right now.
If you are a 8 out of 10 footballer, really good, and Newcastle, Tottenham and Villa come in for you in the summer, who are you going to sign for?
Well, at the moment, you're going to go Villa.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Would you?
Yeah.
What would you?
I just think Tottenham has an allure to it because of London. And
You want the nice
expectation's so low. The expectation's so low.
you might just be selling the fact as to why they are failing miserably.
But this is what I'm going to say. This is what I mean, right? You've got to be so careful with who you're signing, right? So if you've got these 3 teams want you, and you're a Spanish player, for example, yeah?
Yeah.
You've got Villa, where you know that you're going to go and you're going to have to work hard and you're going to have to do it properly, yeah? Newcastle, absolutely fans love you, but you're living up in Newcastle, yeah, in the northeast, sorry. And then you've got Tottenham, where it's a bit of a sort of free hit for you. You'll get just as much money, and you ain't really got to try so hard.
Are you saying Tottenham's the new Fulham? Is that what you're...
I think that's what you're saying, mate, isn't it?
This is facts. Yeah, I'm not just making stuff up here. This is just how it is nowadays. I promise you, it is.
Well, I think they're all massive football clubs, but at the minute Villa are miles in front because Newcastle and Spurs probably will not get in the Champions League this year.
And also, this is the thing as well, like Newcastle, they've missed out on that top 8 of the Champions League. A year's gone by, when you miss out, you go into the Europa League, don't you? And you get the opportunity to go and win that. Whereas Newcastle don't have that opportunity to go and do that now. Whereas I think that would have actually benefited them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm speaking now, they could still go on and win the Champions League. You just don't know. But, do you know what I mean? It's almost like that's become a bit of a hindrance for a club like that.
With Villa, though, if Unai Emery did leave, would Villa be competing next year?
And would they be as appealing?
Are they a manager-led club in terms of success at the moment?
Probably, but it just goes to show that when you have one of them top managers, they're worth their weight in gold. That's what they add to the team. A top manager adds that much to a team.
Yeah, so that's why you're picking a Villa right now. If you want to go and achieve something and you're a bigger player. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Do you think Emery look at Villa at the moment? So they lose at home to Brentford, loads of injuries, but they're hamstrung by the recruitment.
Yeah.
And if they don't finish top 4, do you think Emery will go, there's not a huge amount more I can do with this football club?
No.
Like there'll come a point where his ambition surely is to go, if I had the resource.
No, you don't know though, do you? You don't know what he wants.
Might just be happy there.
They've got money as well, Villa.
They have got money.
So I'd like to think in the summer, they'll go and spend
They can go for it as well, I know.
Going back to your question there, so if Emery's in charge of Tottenham,
Yeah.
you want to go to Tottenham. If Emery's in charge of Newcastle, you'd want to go to
You'd
Newcastle.
go to Newcastle.
That's what I think.
But that's what the best coaches and managers bring, isn't it? That's who you want
is
to
that
play
allure
for.
of playing for that?
Like
that
Guardiola
manager.
had that aura, didn't he? If they were a tight one, they're always going to go to him. Klopp had the same when he met the players.
Yeah.
He made players want to come and play for him, and I'm sure Arteta's trying to get that level now. But Emery, for what he does, they know he's a tactical genius.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Expedia. One of the best things about being on holiday is that feeling of total freedom. No alarms, no meetings, no to-do lists. Just waking up and doing whatever you want. You know I like to ride my bike, and one of the best places to do that abroad is Mallorca. But when I'm on a family holiday, we like to stay in the south of the island, Palmer. And it's not fair on the family to be out riding my bike for hours on end. So what I like to do is rent a car, get up early doors, drive myself to the north part of the island where the hills are. Boom, job done. Expedia makes these spontaneous moments easier and more affordable with bundle and save. No matter when you book multiple items for your trip, flights, hotels and car rentals, you can save. And if you're a member, you can book one part of your trip first, then add more right up until your last day of travel. It's never too late to save. Book now with Expedia.
Did you see that one coming at the weekend, Villa, Brentford?
No, I went on win, didn't I? So, failed again.
Did we all fail on that one?
Did we get? How many did we get right, Jeff?
Not many.
Not
honestly, not
Three.
many at all.
About three.
All I'm saying is I'm glad I've not been able to bet on football for,
Honestly, it's
for
quite,
so long.
It's quite hard doing a football
been gutted.
accumulator and winning, isn't it? It's really quite hard.
I actually don't know how many I got.
Yeah, we didn't get loads. But
to be fair play to Brentford. Like,
Yeah, that's somewhere down to 10 men as well.
Stupid
What
red
a
card.
finish! What a goal! By the way.
Unbelievable.
Did you see it?
Tara,
Oh my
man.
God! What a finish! The red card was ridiculous. Like it's pathetic, and he ain't really done much to him.
No.
but in
Matty
this day and
Cash is
age,
Can't do that, though.
Matty
You can't
Cash
do
yeah.
that.
I know you can't. I know.
is he getting a fine for that, like a club fine?
Yeah, he'll get a week's
should do,
wages.
yeah.
For that. He'll get
Yeah.
a week's wages for that because it's what's it called,
Petulant,
like
isn't
aggressive behaviour or whatever it is.
but also he's let him down. I
Yeah,
know
he's
they've
let
gone
him
and won the
down.
game, but
Yeah.
he's let him down not only
He's
this
got
week,
away
but
with
the
one,
next
to
2
be
weeks
fair.
as well.
If they'd have come off that pitch losing 1-0, the manager would have gone mad.
Will Brentford as a football club want to be getting Europa or Conference League football? Because it's progress.
Yeah, I think they will do. Yeah, probably Europa. To be honest with you, they would want that, and it is progress for them. But it makes it very hard for them though next season if they did get that, because the extra games and the extra travel, the time it takes, it can
sound
ruin
mad.
your Premier League season.
If they had a Thomas Frank, which they did, and they went into Europe, teams would be looking to nick Thomas Frank. Whereas if they get into Europe this year, I don't think teams would be looking to nick Keith Andrews just yet.
No, not just yet. No.
So I think it would play into him a bit better.
It's again that, but I think it's perfect for Brentford and for Keith right now. I really do. I just think they're a perfect match. They're like under the radar. Both under the radar.
Unbelievable.
It's great, isn't it?
But what I think will be really difficult if they are fortunate enough to get a European thing. Obviously, Keith Andrews has done phenomenal, but they've followed the Thomas Frank blueprint, the training programmes, the scheduling. And obviously, we know they're a very high on stats and set pieces. So their weeks run around that kind of thing. But when you put that second game in and European travel, their whole training schedule and how they've built their success will be so different. And yes, it will be difficult because they not have the squad of players. But the way they've trained and they put their structures in place to go Saturday to Saturday will be so different. It'll be really tough for them.
But you say our predictions are bad there. I bet you everyone would have predicted Brentford to go down this year.
Yeah.
I think I did.
And all the players they lost.
All the
as
players
well.
they lost, and Keith Andrews, everyone going,
Yeah, I agree.
I think what we said was, didn't we? Like with Brighton, that's a known model of manager departs, new one comes in, fits in with the ethos of the club. But because Frank had been there for 7 or 8 seasons, we weren't sure as to that kind of continuation, were we? So fair play, they've been brilliant.
you know when you say about the size of clubs, Villa, Tottenham, Newcastle, if a Rangers and a Celtic came down to England, do you think that's the sort of size club that they would be?
No.
You think they'd be bigger?
No.
Within 10 years, they'd be titled. Within 10, 15 years, they would be challenging.
There's nowhere on this earth they're going to be allowed to come down here, you know that?
No.
There is no way on this earth because
It'd be
nobody...
class, wouldn't it? It'd be so good if it
Yeah, it would. It'd be incredible.
It'd be
but
amazing.
nobody would vote for it because everybody...
It ruins Scottish football.
Scottish football.
It ruins Scottish football for one, but all the teams that are in the Premier League, all the teams that are in the Championship are going, hang on a minute, you want to bring 2 more big boys down here and compete with us and potentially knock us out of the Premier League,
But I think they'd
which
have
is
to
the
go
money
into
cow.
the Championship. I think they'd have to go into the Championship, get promoted,
not
which they would, and then they'd...
Do you think they'd win the Championship, Scotland?
Not straight away.
No, I
but-
think they'd get relegated straight away.
What, from the Championship?
Yes.
No way.
You think that Rangers or Celtic would win the Championship?
I think they go up, one of them definitely...
No chance.
Wow, that's a great...
I don't think they would.
No chance on this earth.
Really?
I haven't been up this season, but I were up there the season
They're obviously going to recruit. If they went into the Championship, they'd recruit.
Yeah, but they'd have to spend ridiculous money, and have they got ridiculous money? And from the get-go, I don't think they'd have the team to be able to do it. No chance.
But over time, right, given 5, 6, 7 years, they'd be in the top 6.
Within 15 years, they'd be a monster.
I don't know, you know, because from the get-go, they're going to struggle. And if they
Yeah, but
don't,
they'd have money instantly, wouldn't they?
why would they have money?
Because
of the
fans.
fans.
Did they get more money being in
got
the
unbelievable
English Championship
support.
than being in Scotland? How much more money?
Oh, loads more.
How much more money? How much is loads?
Loads. Loads. Like 80 to 100 million pound.
More? What, for being in the Championship than
No,
being
sorry,
in the Premier
I'm
League?
thinking English Prem. Yeah,
Yeah, Premier League for sure, not in the Championship.
Yeah, but they would have they'd have that carrot where they'd have a new owner. A new owner would come in and give them the money.
I don't think
they'd
it's
be
as
massive.
It'd just be a
straightforward
matter
as
of time, wouldn't it?
I
Watto?
don't think it's as
It would be a
straightforward.
matter of time because they're massive clubs, but the level at the minute is, I think they'd really struggle in that league. If
Yeah.
In the
I
Championship.
agree.
Yeah, if two teams came now, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Hey, we're talking about some topics today that could go absolutely vitriolic in the comments, by the way. We're going to have Celtic Rangers fans going
Yeah, a
crazy.
couple of mates are
Villa,
Celtic
Tottenham,
fans.
Newcastle fans going absolutely crazy.
Well, the Scottish League is interesting this year, isn't it?
It
But
is,
you
yeah.
think like every home game for them, and you put them in the Championship, they'd be massive. It'd be bouncing.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be
can't-
bouncing. Don't mean they're going to win, though.
I think they would. It's a great argument.
It's a good argument.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
We will never know.
I'd like to know.
Can we talk about Chelsea, West Ham? It's another decent game, to be fair.
Wow.
I quite enjoyed this.
Can we talk about your old mate, João Pedro?
What are you doing?
What? Hey, that was a realisation there.
What are you doing,
Adama
mate?
Traore has got Mark Cucurella and gone, see you later.
Yeah.
And then João Pedro wanted a bit, and then he didn't want a bit.
I didn't want a bit. I don't think he
I
wanted
wouldn't want a bit.
No, he didn't want a bit from the get-go. Yeah, he didn't. He had to because he knew the cameras on him, and he was forced into a corner, basically, literally forced into a corner.
Adama Traore came at him like a bull, didn't he? He was like a big, aggressive.
He was the issue. I think Todibo was the issue. Did you see Todibo's eyes?
Yeah,
Did you see his eyes? If
Yeah.
he could have in that moment killed him,
yeah.
he would have
That
killed
was like Maradona's eyes
He
when he
was
scored
gone.
that goal
Yeah, I
against
know.
Belgium in the
Yeah.
World
him.
Cup.
He was gone.
Gone, double
Completely
gone. Yeah, what are you doing, Joao? What are you doing? And
Well,
he knew, though. He
say
knew.
what you're doing, go send
But
off.
he knows he's in a fairly safe environment. He's not going to get absolutely walloped, is he? So give him a push and then, lads, hurry up.
Yeah, where are you, boys?
Yeah.
Robert Sanchez got up there pretty.
Oh, no, he was right involved, weren't he? Yeah. But you know what? This one was a bit like the Tottenham game, to be honest with you. West Ham were like, honestly, it was embarrassing how good they were in the first half. Battered Chelsea. Chelsea's down that right-hand side. It was like, well, they both got hoiked at half-time, didn't they?
Yeah.
But they were just getting absolutely ran over, and that's a problem. If you're getting hoiked at half-time because of work rate...
Who was
and
it, Hato and Garnacho?
Garnacho, yeah. Just pure work rate it is. Weren't willing to come back and defend. It's
I
criminal.
wanted to ask you about the GKs about this first goal with the Jarrod Bowen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where it kind of went in at the far post. And talk to me about Robert Sanchez there, because that little move,
I think it's one of the hardest actions for you as
Really
a goalie.
hard, yeah,
because
really hard.
You have to anticipate that the ball, the middle, is going to be a contact.
Yeah.
And at the point there is no contact, your reaction time then, it always looks really poor on the goal.
Yeah, it does.
But unless you go early and then he taps it and it goes in the middle of the goal,
That looked worse, wasn't it?
that looks worse.
because that isn't. It looks like an obvious error, but it isn't.
Like I say, if you know the position, then you know what you're talking about a little bit. We were always taught that, regardless of whatever, you can't let it go in the far corner. Yeah. If somebody gets a nick and it goes in the far corner, or nick and it goes in the near post or through your legs, then cool, you can hold your hands up and go, I was just beaten.
Really?
Yeah, but we were always taught you still can't let it go in the far corner. There has to be a little moment, a little time where you go, right, I have to leave this now and I have to cover my far post and make sure it don't go in there. That's what we were always
But
taught.
as set pieces, when you're doing set pieces, wide free kicks, you're saying to them, you're aiming for that far post.
Oh, yeah, without doubt.
If
Oh,
it
yeah.
misses everyone, it goes in the far post.
Yeah,
That's
without
what you're
doubt.
told.
The whole idea on the attacking set play is to get some movement across the goalie's
Yeah.
line here.
Yeah.
Because that movement, if I'm holding brave, but that takes me and the ball's perfect and I go there, that
just
can
takes
now
the
go in the
tiniest
goal.
little
It's a great ball. It's fantastic. That's why, like, quality. It's just pure quality. It's simple as that, and it's so hard to read. It really is. But you have to pick a certain moment where you go, right, I've got to leave it now, and I've got to make sure it just don't go in the far corner.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
the
know
only
what
way he saves it. He has to trust that he's missing it, and
Yeah.
then you've got to go. But
It's a gamble.
the
It's a bit of a gamble then,
yeah,
isn't it?
I'll tell you what, Forest were watching this game, Leeds would have been watching this game and going, oh my God, thank God. Thank God, Chelsea. Thank God.
But again,
And
Rossini, though,
Spurs would have
Rossini.
been looking at it.
Yeah, there would. There have been a lot of teams down there looking and going, oh my God, we needed that.
Palace more so than anybody.
Yeah,
probably
you're
going
not wrong.
before the
Do you know what?
Forest.
West Ham look lively going forward. I don't know what they've
Unbelievably
changed. They've
lively.
done something,
I know.
but they do look lively
Yeah,
going
I know.
forward.
Well, that Somerville's in the form of his life. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Flying,
but
isn't
the goals he scored are unbelievable.
What a
The header
finish.
last week,
Mate,
and then the finish for
one
this
is
one.
behind him.
It's
yeah?
incredible.
It's behind, and the
Yeah.
pace that
I
he
know,
still
yeah.
gets on it,
God,
Watto.
he's like-
Yeah, seriously.
But I love it, the way he plays, and he's coming in off the wing last
Yeah,
week to
I know.
score, and then coming in again.
I know, just arriving late and bang.
Do you think West Ham have got a chance?
Yeah,
They're not out there, are they?
No, definitely.
They're not out
They've
there.
definitely got a chance. But defensively, they were very easy to get through, and you could see that Chelsea were going to win the game. And that again is more to do with mentality as well. Because at half time you're thinking it was like the Tottenham game. Half time you're thinking, done this is they're going to go and run riot here.
Yeah.
And they've come out and they've just sort of like they can feel it. They can feel it coming. They can feel it coming, and they've started to sink and sink and sink.
But they should not have been 2-0 down in the first place against West Ham at home.
No.
So there is that.
Yeah.
But again, Rossini deserves
For changing
some credit because he was brave and made the
he
changes.
changed the team an awful lot though before the game. I think his team selection from the get-go was asking for trouble. It really was. So I think there were very obvious changes that anybody would have made.
Was that naive?
I think it's naive. In the Premier League, you can't go chopping and changing so much.
He's corrected his mistake.
He has corrected his mistake, but I think he'll learn it for the future that you can't go and start.
Good start
with
for him
that
though,
team.
isn't it? What's he won, 6 out of 7?
6 out of 7. Unbelievable start.
Yeah,
really good.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I
But
just
that
want
will
to see him
pay into
smile.
Yeah.
He's not going to do
smile.
that, mate, because he's got his cartoon face that he's got to play.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's
He's
it.
playing the game
Demeanour's,
there.
my demeanour's that now. I'm
That's it.
staying there. I can't get too excited, all right? I can't.
But I think making the changes, it suits him. I think he probably knew he'd got it wrong making too many changes before the game.
Yeah.
But the decisions were easy, but not always easy to make them. But you make big changes at half time and it falls into your lap like that. You look like you're the one. You're in control. But it's about the staff around him knowing, because even when you've got massive squads, you make too many changes. Your strongest
changes
11,
everything, yeah.
14, 15 is always the get-go, you know.
It'd be interesting tomorrow because they've got Arsenal in the Cup semi-final, haven't they?
Yeah.
So do they have to go strong, don't they? They have to go strong to win it, but what do Arsenal do?
Carrick Time? Should we talk about Carrick Time?
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Do you know what? It's interesting. You know, a couple of weeks ago, Roy Keane made some kind of comment about Fergie hanging around the club. And this guy, it's amazing how, when you watch it on TV, every other shot, it's back to Ferguson, isn't
back
it?
to Fergie. See what he's doing. What's his facial things? What's he doing? Is he moaning? Is he happy? This is a completely different game. This for United as opposed to the last two, because obviously you're playing City and Arsenal. You know that they're just going to have more of the ball. They're going to dominate, and it's them that are going to be asking the question. This was Man United's game to go right. Let's us try and impose our game on it now. And in fairness to them, it was incredible. I watched it to 2-0 and I was like, right, this game is done and dusted. I'm going to do a food shop, all right? And as soon as I got in the car, goal at Man United, 2-1. I was like, oh my God. And then a few minutes later, goal at Man United, 2. I was like, this is ridiculous.
But
How can
what
that
a
happen?
goal that equaliser was.
What a goal that equaliser was, mate. Deflection. Deflection.
Little flick.
What's his name? Ugarte.
Yeah.
Sliding across it, flicks off his foot. That's what kills the goalie. Promise you. Nobody sees it. Only goalies will see it because you can see the change of spin on the ball. That's the only way you can see it. And that's what's done Laments.
It's another question that's been asked of them, and they've answered it, haven't
They
they?
answered it. What a finish as well by Šeško. Needed that,
But
you wouldn't
also,
believe.
should have put him 3-0
Yeah,
up.
he definitely should have put
And that's
3-0
when they're going,
up. Yeah.
oh, hang on, that's where you want him to be ruthless.
Exactly, yeah.
They get punished.
Not
but
even ruthless,
made
just
up
put
for
it in the back of the net. Like,
Yeah.
he's got a whole goal to
But
aim at.
4 in 5 in all comps, I think.
Yeah, 3 in a row in the Premier League. The United Strand boy is close, mate.
Oh,
He's
the
close,
fella having his
He's close to
haircut.
having his barnet chopped,
Oh,
right? And he's going to be fuming. He does not need it.
Who they got next? It's who they got
He
next,
wants
isn't
it
it?
doing
That's
it
the
this
challenge.
No, he don't. What's he going to do for content? He doesn't want this to end.
Start again.
Mate, the channel.
He wants it to get so close and then go, oh.
There's pubes next.
Mate, honestly, if he gets a 95th minute goal, who they got? Spurs and.
It's in the bag now.
that's
He's got to
4
grow
in a row.
every hair on his body.
Spurs and West Ham, yeah. Spurs and West Ham, next 2 Premier League games.
What's the Spurs at home, though?
Yeah, they're
Spurs at home,
it's,
West Ham
Old
away.
Trafford
Spurs are better
Spurs.
away, aren't they? than
Yeah,
they are at
Spurs
home?
are better away, yeah. West Ham, tough, fighting for survival.
So what's he got to do? Win 5 on the bounce?
Win 5 Premier League games in a row.
Fair play to
I don't
United,
think he
though.
does
Got it done, didn't
They
they?
got it done, mate. Fair play to them. And this is, I think that we've talked about mentality quite a lot today. For them to go and concede 2 goals is not great. That's not a United way, right? But then when I sort of watch the last 5 minutes again, and you're watching it, and you're thinking, United are just flinging everything for this year. You can smell it coming again. And that is like United of old. That's like United. But if they keep doing this and keep scoring these late goals, it gets in the heads of other teams and other opponents, and you kind of think, oh, United are a problem here late on, and that's.
So I think the board. If United have a really solid end to the season, they finish 4th. I think the board have got a real problem.
They have
Massive
to appoint
problem.
I think they've got a real problem because if they don't appoint him and he gets them into the Champions League, the fans will be. You'd think the fans will be raging.
Yes.
Mate,
and then if
they're only 6 points off second.
Yeah,
they are. They're 6 points off second.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
By the way, talking about set pieces, Bruno's ball.
Oh mate,
unreal.
Wow.
I know, unreal.
Like that is just literally so lovely.
Just,
isn't it?
Just
go and
beautiful,
edit. That's all it is.
Does he get?
He's not bad, is he?
No, he's not.
He's not bad.
Does he get enough? Does he get enough respect?
No, because he does a few too many things which are a bit too flary, and there's always a bit of a talk around him. But he is a world-class player.
The numbers
Numbers are a joke.
His numbers are
Mate,
insane.
for the winning goal, Luke Shaw, like Benjamin Sesko scored, and it's like an unbelievable moment for him. Everybody should be so happy. Luke Shaw literally runs straight past him and straight to Bruno Fernandes just to say, "You are the man." Honestly, it was incredible.
But his
it was
ability's
incredible.
never been unquestionable.
No, it's just there's moments sometimes where there's a bit too much chatter around it, which detracts from the actual football part of it.
demeanour, isn't it?
Yeah,
But isn't it mad with certain players at United? So, like the new man, there's been players that have been heavily criticised and questioned over the past 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Bruno probably falls into that a little bit.
Not
maybe
too,
in
not
terms
too
of
much,
like criticism. But you've got like the Harry Maguires, the Casemiros, and then all of a sudden you're going, Casemiro's got 5 Premier League goals this season. Harry Maguire's been playing every game. Is this just a highlight that the new manager's come in and got them rocking and rolling?
Got them playing with a bit more confidence.
Belief.
Yeah.
They've just got pure
The
belief.
reason why Bruno's never really got abuse, even though when they've been struggling, don't get me wrong, his numbers have already been great, but he always works hard. Yeah, the player that works hard will not be like free from criticism, but they will get away with it because you can forgo quality sometimes, and you might not have this technical. You might not just be popping that day, but work rate can always be out there.
To be fair, he's always said he wants to stay and never jumped off the ship as well.
No, it's
like,
true.
When it, shit is the fan, but people have gone and got off. He hasn't.
Look at Luke Shaw. I think has he played every game this season?
Yes, fair
But
play.
it's good to see, isn't it?
The amount of injuries that he's had as well has been great.
If United get in the top 4, that's miracle.
Would you?
Huge achievement.
So if they finish 4th, which they're 4th now, right?
Yeah.
Would you give him the job?
Yes. Without doubt.
100%.
Not take away the fact that like the fans would be in uproar and all that. Forget all that noise, right? If Michael Carrick does enough to get them in the top 4 come the end of the season, he's earned it. He's earned it just purely on results. Yeah, regardless of whether they do it by a point or a goal difference, doesn't matter. He's earned it.
So, if he gets appointed permanent manager, does the players' relationship and view on him change overnight?
A little bit, yes.
How mental is football, though?
He's mad at it.
You know, you go
He's
get
mad.
sacked from Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
And then you get the manager job because you're an ex-legend at the club.
Yeah.
And it's like an easy interim. And then you go and do
But it
unbelievable.
works. But it works.
Yeah, and it works.
And
it
it
just
works.
shows you how mental.
So, are United an exception to the rule?
Might be. They might be, exactly.
Do you know what I
that.
mean?
Only ex-players can manage them.
But I think I said last week he's done great.
Because they played
getting
for Fergie.
Steve Holland in. But if he does what Fergie does, Steve Holland might stay for 18 months, whatever. But Fergie always wanted to change the staff, didn't he? He always tried to bring in a top coach.
Yeah.
And then Carrick can be that kind of
That
guy.
top coach,
if he can be really good with the staff behind him, it could be an
It is, I'm
amazing
with you though.
ride.
They're an anomaly. An anomaly.
They certainly
really are.
They certainly are.
And Sesko's.
I was happy for him, to be fair. It was a fantastic finish. Like, great touch, great turn, great finish. And I was quite happy for him because, like I say, he missed that absolute sitter. You've got to score. He's got the old goal, just edit in. He sees the post and shits himself a little bit, is why he misses it. It's exactly why he misses it.
Should we do the Monday night predictors from last week?
Come on, then. What did we all say? Because it was a tough one to predict, right? Everton versus Leeds is, I think I actually said, this could be a win, a lose, or a draw.
It was always going to be a draw.
Yeah. So,
So you said 3-2.
I said
Everton.
3-2 to
No,
Leeds.
I
You
said 3-2 to Everton.
and you said 2-1 to Leeds.
All
and
wrong.
and it was a draw.
Well, we're getting the predictions so close. aren't we?
Honestly, do not listen to us, anybody.
Don't
Honestly,
go
do not
out.
listen.
Sunderland Burnley this week.
Yeah.
Toes, what you saying?
Sunderland Burnley, is that midweek?
Yeah, tonight.
Tonight.
Oh, wow, sorry.
Prepare.
Yeah, Sunderland 2-0.
I'm saying Sunderland 2-1.
3-0.
3-0.
You can't go the same.
I'll come to myself first next week then.
3-0 to me, I said.
Okay, I'm going to go 4-0. Yes. So I have to.
Look at that face. Go back there.
The state of
Looks like he belongs in an asylum.
Unreal.
You should put everyone up, Jay, next week.
Unreal. Right, where are we, lads? What have we got to talk about now?
Tom's boys. That's what we've got to talk about.
Actually, I got this right on my predictions.
Did you? Yeah, Bournemouth away win. Yeah, I put
I
home.
went home when,
Yeah. Krupi, what a goal.
What a player.
What a player. Bournemouth seem to be back a little bit now, to be fair. They had, like I say, a right sticky patch.
3 wins in 5.
Yeah, they had a right sticky patch. But this is all, like in the Premier League, if you can put 2 or 3 in a row, it gets you right back out of the shit again.
Shows you how much it can affect you, though, with the Semenyo stuff.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as get him gone, right, clarity, this is what we are, this is what we look like, let's move forward.
I don't think they were ever going to drop like a stone when he left, were they? Because of the players they bring in. We said earlier on about the recruitment, and it is mad how they just keep pulling these gems out the bag. But it is easier to recruit as a Bournemouth.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Who's the one that just signed now? Brillian? Can't think of his name. Ryan?
Came under me,
yeah.
Again.
What were Wolves like?
I didn't watch it.
No,
do you know what? No, actually, I did. No, it wasn't. The second
They were a little
goal.
bit unlucky not to get something out of that game.
The second goal came against the run of play. There was a lot of pressure.
Didn't he? To go one up.
Yeah, but it's just up front. I mean, Eric Adare, he's willing. He's a big youth.
They've just sold. Well, they're talking about selling Strand Larsen for 45, 46,
48 mil.
Is that a good deal for Wolves?
It's a good deal for Wolves. Yeah, it's a good deal for Wolves.
How do you feel as a Wolves fan for that? Because obviously, surely you accept that you're down.
You're preparing
but you
for
want to try and keep. You've got to get back up, haven't you? You know what I mean?
You're not keeping him. And Troy, to be fair, on Match of the Day made a good point last night. 48 million quid for one season. Yeah. Last season, I think 15 or 16 goals. You've got to take that kind of money. It's a huge amount.
Who's paying it? West Ham?
No, Palace.
Is he worth it?
Palace.
48 mil?
Yeah.
No.
What's Strand Larsen worth?
In the Premier League, realistically these days, right? If Mateta is going to Milan for 30 mil, then Strand Larsen is worth less than Mateta.
20 million.
Yes.
And I know he's got about 18 months left on his deal, Mateta.
20 mil? 25 mil?
Yeah, 25.
Because as well, if they don't sign him, if they sell him in the summer, he's worth what? Because they're going to be at the Championship club. He's worth.
He nearly went to Newcastle for 60, didn't he?
But they're getting away with it.
But Wolves listen, they're planning this. There's talk of Shay Adams, Adam Armstrong, so they're clearly planning for life in the Championship. Yeah. So 48 million quid if you can get it.
Whilst we're talking about Championship quickly, our boys, Wrexham.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Flying.
Absolutely fly dingo, by the way.
Yeah. Won the last 4 away.
Yeah. 4 away. Oh my gosh.
Got Millwall on Saturday.
That's a tough
I'm
match.
doing that one actually.
Yeah. That's a tough old match.
By the way, is there a better prepared commentator than Ben Tozer?
Mate, no, probably not.
He is designed on his Apple, Apple keynotes. He has developed this tactical board, which now all the ex-players are going, hey, Toes, can I have a little...
I've sent it to a few of them, yeah.
You start paying for that, mate. Start a course.
Just scratch each other's back. That's what it is. That's what it's about.
The funny thing about my back is it's located on my super pad. No, don't matter. Do you get it, Lee?
Only my brother.
There you go. Yeah, we got it.
On my penis.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, 6th Wrexham in the playoffs now, consolidating their place in the play. Fair play to Championship's mad, by the way. Derby, fair play to Derby.
Can Wrexham go up?
Yes.
Yes.
Will Wrexham go up?
Mate, once you're in that playoffs, anything happens.
The thing is, today will be interesting. See who and how many they sign. That will be the thing.
Final, transfer deadline today. Just quickly look down at the bottom. My boys, West Brom.
You're worried about them, aren't you?
I'm really worried about them. I really am. It is horrible to see them down there. It really is. And the mood around the place, new managers not working.
Form has been...
I'm worried about Leicester. Having done them on Saturday, and
struggling.
The fact that they've definitely... They're going to get points deduction.
That might help.
That
might help the Baggies out, to be honest with you. One of the Baggies fans was fighting with the bloody... One of the Baggies players was fighting apparently with the fans after the game, sort of standing there and giving it and trying to walk towards them and stuff. And you're thinking, come on.
Wow.
I know.
It's not good, is it?
No, it's not
They
good.
can't go down to League One.
Yeah. Watford. Guess what?
Left,
Guess what? New manager?
Yeah. Imagine that. He resigned this time, though. He wasn't sacked. He resigned.
What is it they say? There's 3 things that are guaranteed in life.
Yeah, there you
Death,
go.
taxes, and
Getting
Watford.
sacked from Watford.
Changing managers.
I mean, if you're resigning from Watford,
Your mate, our mate, Dan Gosling, assistant manager.
Super Dan Gosling. What a boy. Lovely man. Lovely man. Right, come on, back to Prem. Stop waffling, you lot. Who have we got to talk about now?
Palace.
Palace, 1-1 draw.
you're gutted
Forest.
if you're a Palace fan. I'm sorry, but if you are a Palace fan, you are just... You're questioning football because
Why?
they've had last season, great, FA Cup, brilliant team. They always sell one or two, but bring in someone else. And now it feels like a fire sale.
Yeah.
Glasner's not happy.
Yeah.
It's very flat.
Mateta for 30 mil
Everyone
if he
wants to get off the
goes.
ship.
Disaster.
They just need to not get relegated.
I feel for them.
They just need to not get relegated and then try and do a bit of a reset in the summer.
Well, having had a season like last season, winning the FA Cup, getting into Europe,
Charity Shield.
and everything that they've achieved, if you're anything associated with them, it's...
But looking good. Remember at one point they were in the top 4 race.
Yeah,
remember?
of course, yeah.
I've seen them 2 or 3 times live last year, and I thought, wow.
Mate, even earlier in the
what a
season,
team.
they were horrible to play against. Palace were a real tough team to play against.
Did you
But
see
now-
I thought it should have been a penalty. I honestly thought it should have been a penalty. Did you see where he slides in and he doesn't get the ball, but he takes the man? You obviously didn't see it. No, Forest should have had a penalty anyway.
Well, it was the best save of the weekend, wasn't it, Williams? What made me laugh is, with VAR, how the fuck does he think he's going to get away with that?
It
You know what
reminds
I
me
mean?
of that old Stephen Taylor one back in the day.
There's a period of time when you understand doing it, but what has gone through his head, I think he starts virtually laughing. He don't know what to do. What is he?
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
knows. It's his own fault 'cause he's got gloves on. Yeah, he's wearing gloves.
Got confused.
And he gets a little bit confused. It's his
my
own
God.
fault.
Yeah, but that's your natural instinct, isn't it? To just
just
kind of
stop
like
it,
stop
yeah.
it. and
Big
then,
point for
what
Palace,
the
that
fuck?
though.
Yeah,
Big
probably
point.
big points for both, mate, to be honest. Yeah. I honestly think both of them would have been going into that thinking 3 points here, 3 points. But they'll come away and go, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of it. Just because the team's below lost
them
as
there.
well. Yeah, the team's below lost, so, it's not the end of the world.
He got confused with being a goalkeeper, and I think David Moyes got confused with being a winger, didn't he? Mate, he's still got wheels.
I don't know, I won't call them wheels. I won't call them wheels.
How has he got booked for that?
Oh, it's pathetic, isn't it?
Seriously.
Game's gone, Toby.
Where's the emotion like?
Game's gone.
That's why you got to be more like Liam Rosenior.
Yeah. Just that's it, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's
Brighton, by the way, they're going to have to be careful about how many late goals they're conceding, by the way. They are conceding absolute last-minute stinkers.
fine.
I know they're fine, right? But it would really annoy you if you are losing games and drawing games with last-minute goals the way that they've been doing. Because they're dominating games, yeah? They are. They're absolutely batting them. And I think Herzl will be thinking, what on earth do I have to do here? He keeps bringing on James Milner in the last minutes of games, right? to get his appearance.
One behind now, isn't he?
And then they go and concede a goal, and it's
you
like,
bring
oh,
experience
no.
on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be awful if he didn't bring him on for the rest of the
Oh,
season?
no, come on.
It'd be horrendous.
I do. I feel for them a little bit because they're dominating teams and they should be winning games. Fulham last week, like battered them. Like should have but then they go and lose, and then this as well. And
But I mean, this is a prime example of we're not going to give a huge amount of airtime to this one because Brighton they're going to finish. But
Brighton
they're not getting into Europe. They're not getting relegated.
They're a nice club, aren't they?
Yeah, they are a good club. And Everton, Grealish out. It's a massive blow, isn't it?
massive blow, yeah.
But they'll be pushing for Europa or Conference League, won't they?
Yeah,
Everton.
yeah.
And
Well,
you
they
think
were
where they've come
expecting
from?
them now.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think Everton have got a lot to thank Sean Dyche for, by the way.
Yeah,
Because we said it, didn't we?
Yeah, I agree.
Get into the new stadium, survive,
Yep.
and then you do whatever you
Try
do
and
with
kick
the
on.
future.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the quiz. All 4 of you guys are on today. The scores on the doors. Tom, you're on 7, and all 3 of you guys are all on 5. So it's all to play for.
It's a title race.
Yeah, it is a
It's a
title
title
race.
race.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Question 1. Tom Ince played for what Premier League club in 2017?
Blackpool.
No.
Right there. What was the
Who
question
did I
again?
say?
Tom Ince played for what Premier League club in 2017?
Who did I say?
He said Watford.
That's right.
Who did you say?
5,
Yeah, well done.
4,
In 2017?
2,
It wasn't Derby,
1.
was it?
Nope. All back in.
Blackburn.
No.
Sure it was Blackburn.
Surely.
Tom Ince played for what Premier League club in 2017?
No, this.
This team weren't in the Premier League, were they?
Mate, can you count them down, please?
No. Ben, be careful. Got my cards ready.
You had my answer, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm going Wigan.
Nope.
This is bad.
5, 4,
Played for a lot of teams.
3, 2, 1. You're
So
out.
obvious
Liverpool.
as well, isn't it?
The answer is Huddersfield Town.
Completely forgot he was there.
Huddersfield were in the Premier League 8 years ago.
I know.
9 years ago.
Mad.
Mazza.
Completely forgot he was there.
Question 2. In 2008, what player did Arsenal sign from Marseille?
Aubameyang.
No.
2008?
In 2008, what player did Arsenal sign from Marseille? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Koscielny.
No.
Sanchez?
No.
Giroud.
No. All back in.
Oh my word, Arsenal.
2008.
This is your team.
Flamini.
No.
You were sure then as well, weren't you?
Done.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Arshavin.
1. Nope. You're all out. You also play for Man City as well.
Oh,
Samir Nasri.
Good.
Good questions this
bad
week,
start.
James.
Yeah, good.
It's bad stuff.
No, come on. Give the
ones, tough
quizmaster
ones, yeah.
something today, eh?
Question 3. Casemiro announced that he was leaving Manchester United at the end of the season, but what manager signed him?
Ten Hag.
Oh.
Ten Hag is the correct answer. Well done, Ben.
That, I didn't know that, to be honest with you.
I would have said Ten Hag, no. Fair dues.
Question 4. Who is the all-time leading Premier League goalscorer from Nigeria?
Kwanu.
Yakubu.
Yakubu is the correct answer. Well done, Tom.
Yak. Oh,
Yak attack.
I was
You were
going
in
over.
close. Yeah.
1-1, nil,
Quite a lot of
nil.
goals, didn't he, Yakubu? Yeah.
He scored 95.
Good answer.
Oh. Yakubu.
By the
back
way, you said it was a guarantee that Chris Wood was going to make the 100 club. And I think he's 8 or 9 goals off, still.
He's still got years left.
What was your bet?
Well, there was a bet on it. There was a bet on it.
What was it? What was your bet?
It's always a tenner.
I'm not sure. I think it
I'm
was,
still happy for that bet.
he's about 34.
It's always a tenner.
Fine.
It's
How
always a
dare
tenner.
you write him off, all right? He could be going to the Euros with England in the
He's going to the
summer.
World Cup, isn't he? He's going to the World Cup with England.
No nibs.
Oh, it's a World Cup as well, not Euros.
Question 5. Jordan Ibe has played for the most games for what?
Bournemouth.
Say that again.
Bournemouth.
It's Bournemouth. It's way too easy. And you
It
do in my
is-
head.
it is Bournemouth,
it's
yeah.
in my head.
Really, really poor.
Really
question.
poor question.
Yeah.
The question, if you didn't hear it because he stuttered, was
We didn't even get it out.
Jordan Ibe has played the most Premier League games for which club?
Yep, 78 appearances.
That can't count, can it?
It does count. What? We give it to
About
Toes.
20 mil, wasn't it? 25 mil, something like that. A lot of money.
Question 6. When starting his career at Swansea, what club did Joe Allen go on loan to?
Wrexham.
Wrexham's the correct answer. Well done, Toes.
Want to ask him any more defender or Wrexham questions?
He's not a defender. Oh,
Long throw questions?
Nibs.
not dodge straight.
Welsh
And
questions.
you played
Nibble,
Wrexham as
nibble on
well.
the defender.
1-1-1, is it?
No,
2-1-1.
2-1-1.
He's like, got to be watching him.
Question 7. What country does Benjamin Sesko play for?
Slovakia.
No.
Slovenia.
Slovenia is the correct answer. Well
I
done,
hate
Tom.
this game. I hate it.
We had a Slovenia-Slovakia
We had Slovakia last week.
Dubravka, wasn't it?
Dubravka, yeah. yeah.
2-2-1.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Question 8. It's a career path question. I have played for Liverpool, Huddersfield Town loan, Crystal Palace, West Brom, Wigan loan.
Martin Kelly.
Martin Kelly's the correct answer. Well done, Toes.
Unreal.
That's
mate.
I wouldn't
unreal.
have got that one.
I was going to
Good.
say it's going to be one of the hardest ones, but you just
Yeah.
smashed that. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, it's good that.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Very good.
I didn't know he'd been to
2-2-2.
Huddersfield.
2-2-2.
3.
3?
3-2-1. Damn.
Come on, Tom.
Yeah, you got one.
No.
Question 9. What club did Wayne Hennessy retire at?
Forest.
Forest is the correct answer.
Oh,
well done, Tom.
wow.
I knew that.
Take it to
Very sharp.
3-3.
Straight into
He's
coach.
gone into
Straight into
some
coach.
coaching.
Yeah.
Has he?
Not.
Saw him the other day. Big. How tall?
7'9".
He's a big
6
guy.
or 7'9".
He's a big guy. They've called him back to help out a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice man.
Lovely man.
Sweating. Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Question 10. What country does Patrick Van Aanholt currently play his football in?
Oh my word, I nearly dived in then.
I know, you nearly dived in with Dutch.
Belgium.
No.
I was going to say that.
Japan.
No.
Mexico.
No.
We had that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, it was, who was it?
French one.
Martial.
Martial.
We'll have another question, another answer.
5.
Well, if
4.
if he don't get it right, it's going to
Australia.
No.
Good eye, mate.
All back in.
New Zealand.
No.
USA.
No.
Is there any countries left?
Saudi.
No.
Turkey.
No. All out. He plays in the Netherlands.
Oh,
He does play
I
in the
nearly
Netherlands.
dived in at the
Yeah,
start.
you nearly dive in. Yeah.
I nearly said Holland.
I said Netherlands
You
a minute
said-
ago.
But you didn't actually confirm
Holland
that.
would
as
have
your
won.
Hold
answer.
on a minute. So I'm allowed to
I know.
say whatever I
When he
want,
said,
yeah?
When he
I
said
didn't-
Van Hart,
you said
Van
Dutch
Hart,
anyway,
I
so
thought
Dutch
I was
isn't a
jumping
country.
nationality, and I would have said Holland.
Nibbling there, mate.
Not Holland anyway.
Which
It's the
means
Netherlands.
Found that at the heart.
Playoff.
it takes us to a tiebreaker question between Toes and Tom.
Come on then.
Oh my gosh, I've never felt such pressure.
Neither.
Pressure.
Tiebreaker question.
Is it
Where-
a jump in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Where did Wigan sign James McLean from in 2013?
Derry.
No.
Oh my gosh.
West Brom.
No.
Sunderland.
Oh, hold on.
This
is controversial.
Surely because
No. You know the rules. You know he has to say you're all back in.
Oh,
You know this, yeah?
because it's the last question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All
Yeah,
back
you're
in.
right. You're right.
Sunderland.
He beat you too. He did. No, he didn't.
Oh my God! Jamie!
Did not. No chance.
Oh, okay, VAR.
I deserved it.
Hold on, what do you mean? You've just listened to him. I think Toe's got that.
No way.
Mate, I was joking.
Tom got it on the
No.
No
Toe's
way.
got
I
that.
got the S out first.
Hey, look at the scores, yeah? What would be better for the scores on the doors?
No.
Yeah? Would it be better if Toes went into
Why don't we
6
just do
here?
another
I think
question?
it would. I think you are the main man who can make a really big
The
decision.
referee, the pressure on the referee is so much.
I don't know.
I'd do another question.
What do you mean you don't know? You're the ref.
I'm going to give it to
You're a scumbag.
Toes.
Yes! Get in there!
I don't know what this
Hey,
venue
give it
is.
to
Toes.
What, hollow victory? Take hollow victory.
Take a
mate.
victory,
Hey,
buddy.
3
Take
points.
a victory.
I'll take it, yes!
Hey, it's not your fault, but I'm not fist pumping you.
3 points is 3
Hey,
points.
you nearly got a red card out for somebody there.
nearly.
Me for answering early.
Yeah. Had to hold
so-
my
Why
tongue.
would that have been a red?
Oh, yeah, I'm so frustrated. I did that one. So
Because
frustrated.
it was the last question. That's why I dived straight back
Hey,
in.
he's my favourite editor, Scotty.
Ahead of me.
Sorry, second favourite editor. Big
Well done,
thanks,
guys.
big thanks, Lee Tozer in the gantry today.
Well done, Lee Tozer. Brilliant. Well done, boys. Brilliant, as always.
Who was first in that one question, by the way, would you say? Oh, he's his brother. Forget it. Yeah.
We're VAR-less in this room, all right? The referee's decision is final.
final,
yeah.
And see how quickly it was dealt with?
Yeah,
done?
done.
That's
Done.
the beauty of
And
it.
the respect we gave you.
Yeah, there was no yellow cards today or red cards, so it's good.
It's
Right,
fair. It's fair.
Hey,
Well done, everybody.
that
Say
one-
goodbye.
Well done. See you later, guys.